Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be finally answering your questions. I feel like you guys don't know that much about me and I wanted to take the time to answer your questions so that you guys get to know me a little bit better. Thank you to everyone who submitted questions in my community, and I put all the questions together. I think we should start off with the very first basic questions that I feel like you guys should already know about. Let's get started on with the first few questions. I currently live in Japan, but I was born and raised in New York, and I lived there until I was, I believe, 17 years old, I think. Basically, I recently moved here. I'm Japanese. I don't have any pets, but I definitely really like animals. Favorite food is kind of basic, but this is something that I really like recently. I've been really liking pizza. I don't have any siblings. My favorite color, if you guys couldn't already tell, I like my little profile picture, and you guys can see. So my current job is being a video creator on all of my social media platforms. I have Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. Obviously, if it weren't for you guys, I wouldn't be here right now doing this. So thank you guys so much for watching my videos. So starting off with the first question, we have, what is your favorite POV of all time? So my favorite POV of all time is the video that I made using the song Policeman. I don't know if that's the name of the song. I'll put it on the screen. I decided to choose a more recent video because I feel like my acting and the video quality has gotten a lot better than my previous videos. The main reason why I also chose this video is because I think the idea was very creative. It was actually my idea and I'm very proud of that, especially because it turned into a trend and a lot of other POVers and video creators started to basically use my idea and create their own version. It was just so exciting for me to see it become a trend. Who was your inspiration to start making POVs, and do you edit them all by yourself? So I first want to tell you guys that I started POVs around 2020, 2021, literally when POVs were the trend on TikTok. Remember that back then I was doing these dancing videos and I would scroll through my TikTok page and I would see a bunch of POVs, and I remember getting so intrigued from everyone's videos. For me, it felt like I was being sucked into a little short film or a movie. I thought it was so interesting and that really inspired me to create my own POVs. I do remember a few creators that I was inspired by back then. I believe that they don't do POVs anymore, but if I do remember, I will put it somewhere on the screen. I edit all my videos by myself. What were you doing before you started doing your POVs? Before I started doing my POVs, I was a dancer, mainly a ballet dancer. I did it for about 8 years. I also did other types of dances like flamenco. I did that for about 4 years, and then I did contemporary and jazz and hip-hop a little bit. I remember that I quit because I made a decision that it wasn't something that I wanted to do as a long-term career. That was actually the time when I started doing TikTok, and then it was actually only until recently that I found out that I wanted to become a video creator as a full-time thing. How long does it take to film a POV? Recently, it's been taking me an hour and a half to 3 hours. Sometimes I really struggle with making a POV, and there are quite a lot of times when I have a POV envisioned in my head and then I actually film it and act it out and it does not look good. So then it takes 4 hours and then 5 hours. Recently, I feel like it's been taking me an hour and a half to 3 hours. Who is your favorite POV character to make and why? So my favorite POV character right now, I actually have a few. I would say the agent or the mafia boss's daughter. I really love playing these roles because I feel very powerful, probably the most confident when I play these roles, and a lot of those powerful traits that I aspire or want to embody in real life, I feel like these characters have. So yes, I would say those are my favorite characters as of now. Which video was the hardest to make? Say the hardest video that I have ever made, I think so far as of recently, was probably the zodiac sign video. I'm honestly really happy with the way the video turned out, but I remember figuring out, putting together the outfits, the hair, the lighting, and just the overall video was really hard and time consuming to make. It took me about 2 days, I think it was 2 days for me to film. It definitely was worth it to film. How do you come up with your video ideas? Right now, I've been getting a lot of inspiration from other POV creators. Some of my favorite POV creators, I don't want to mess up I don't want to butcher their username, so I will put it on the screen. But I really love their videos as well as a lot of other different POV creators. I also just kind of get like video ideas when I would be doing nothing, like literally washing the dishes, or like I just would not be thinking of POVs, and then an idea would pop into my head and then I would create that into a video. What is one activity that you really like to do other than making videos? So right now, this is actually something that I've really loved to do since I was little, and it's home decorating. I love decorating my house. Right now, I'm actually in the middle of a room makeover, and I've been working really hard on putting my room together, and I want to show you guys more of my room. I definitely will in my future videos, so stay tuned. Do you have any tips for the people who want to be a content creator? This is such a good question. I hope that these tips help. But I think one of the first important things, especially if you're like just starting out, I'm sure when I first started out, I didn't really, actually when I first started out, I wanted to do POVs, like I said earlier. But if you don't really know what you want to do, I think it's important to get a clear vision of what type of content you want to make, and then also start getting inspiration, role models, and watch what other people are doing. Especially in the beginning, you want to kind of like, I guess like incorporate the things that other creators use in their videos and use it in your own. Be persistent, and please do not give up if your video doesn't work out. Like, you really don't know when your video is gonna blow up. You don't know when things are gonna start working out for you. Please just be patient with yourself and the whole process. How long have you been as a YouTuber? I've been on YouTube for about an year and a half. I started my YouTube channel last year. It was actually only until like the beginning of this year when I actually like started to post consistently. What or who inspired you to start YouTube? My mom was actually the person to really inspire me to start this channel. My mom was like, you should start a YouTube channel, and I started it. I remember that I would literally only post like one video, and every few weeks my mom would tell me like, Miuka, like you should post more, like you posted a video like 2 weeks ago. I told myself that I was going to commit to posting videos. Honestly, I think the reason why I didn't really have the motivation to post was because I didn't really see the potential that it was going to grow like this much. Happy that I did. Obviously, I wouldn't be here right now. Another inspiration is back then I only had TikTok, and I remember I would see these other POV creators and they'd have a YouTube channel and they were very successful at it. That inspired me to start my own. So that is it for today's video. It's kind of getting dark outside, but I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. And I also just really hope that you guys got to know me a little bit better. Comment down below if you guys have any other video suggestions. I'll see you guys in my next video.